What's up, people? It's your boy, Leveled Head, back with another video. Yeah. Yeah, I'm back with another video. That's right. You see the thumbnail. I'm not sugarcoating nobody. I'm not sugarcoating no more. It's time to be real. Everybody want to be real, so it's time for Level Head to be real. So you see the thumbnail? Yes, you see the person in the thumbnail. I'm pretty sure you're shocked with who's in the thumbnail, but you're not shocked if you've been patronizing, if you've been keeping up with your boy for the last few weeks. You know where I've been, you know what I've been on. But just in case you don't, down in the description there's 2 videos. I want you to go check those videos out after. Don't you leave. Don't you turn this video off and go try to check them videos out and then come back. No, you stay right here and you listen to what your boy got to say. But once we get done, you like and you subscribe and you make sure you leave a comment and then you go and check them videos out then. All right, cool. So anyway, so you see the thumbnail. Yes, HipHopGamer. HipHopGamer, #1 journalist. Now, let me say this. Let me get this out. I have no, and this is legit. I have no personal issue with HipHopGamer or anyone that I choose to talk about in these type of videos. It's only been keeping you honest. That's my thing. I like to keep people honest. I keep myself honest. When it comes to being a weak-minded gamer, I have walked in those shoes before. I have videos up that can prove it. But you know what? I don't stay there. I don't pitch my tent there. But so when I talk about people who seemingly might be walking in the weak-minded gamer place, I don't talk exempting myself, so I don't have no problem talking about it. With that being said, first of all, I have no personal issue with HipHopGamer. Matter of fact, I owe a lot that I have gotten the opportunity to do in this gaming realm to HipHopGamer. He was the one who invited me on Warzone after a back and forth on Twitter. This dude opened up his platform and allowed me, Levelhead. I believe he thought he was finna crush me. That's what I think. He thought he saw an easy kill. I didn't know what I was talking about. I couldn't hold my own. He got the shock of his life. But he thought I couldn't hold my own. I know what you thought, bro. That's what you thought. And you invited me on your platform with Torrance Davis, who I didn't know. And you know Torrance Davis don't cut, he don't cut no, he gonna get you. If he can get you, he can cut you, he can light it into it, he gonna do it. But he invited me on the platform with Torrance Davis and that boy John Shaw, which y'all hear on Live and Level Gamers podcast all the time. Yes, I wouldn't have met none of these people, most likely, if it wasn't for HipHopGamer, you know what I'm saying, extending his platform to me and allowing me to come on and be a part of that show. I met Torrance Davis from there. I met John Shaw from there. I met a few other people from there. Then he turned around and he came on my show, Live and Level Gaming podcast, with me and my boy Mr. L Live 08. Matter of fact, he came on that twice, one time with Triforce Johnson. So he has shown me love and I show him love, but that don't mean you exempt. It don't mean that you escape when it come down to talking that truth and keeping you honest. And you know how I do. So let's get it in, people. With that being said, so you know there's nothing personal here. Just keeping you honest. Now, your last video provoked me to make this video. So this is a semi-response to that video, but no, it's more a response to you in general because I've been wanting to do this for a minute. I've been thinking, hey, it's time for someone to call this stuff to the carpet. And I know a few have. I know John Shaw tried to. I know other folks try to show you something and you choose not to hear them. But since you claim to be the #1 journalist, it's time to call that title into question. Now, in your videos, you start off talking, it's about a 14-15 minute video, and you start off with 2 topics. One is about this new handheld that might be on the horizon from Nintendo. But we all know that's not really what you wanted to talk about because you didn't spend a lot of time on that. You only spent about 3 minutes talking about that. And the rest of your video was dedicated to third party and Nintendo. And the first thing that comes out your mouth is Nintendo Wii U is not capable of realizing the vision of third party. Now, while there might be some truth to that, your reason for saying it is not wrapped up in what these same third party are showing. See, as a journalist, I would think, and I believe, or I understand, as other journalists have explained, and there is a journalistic code that you're supposed to follow. From that understanding, journalists are supposed to get all the facts, one, and journalists are supposed to look at your actions, two, as well as what you say. So I don't just look at what you say, I look at what you do. Now, when it first came out and the Wii U first hit the scene, yes, that was the rhetoric. The Wii U is not capable of realizing the dream, the vision, the expectations that third party are trying to deliver with the 8th generation of consoles. Yes, this was the rhetoric. This was the reason. This was the excuse. But see, again, actions speak louder than words. And as a journalist, you're supposed to take note that while these third party was saying this, they are putting the same game that they claim that they can't put on the Wii U because of the console's abilities. They're going to the 7th generation and bringing those games to that console and that generation, the 360 and the PlayStation 3. Wait a minute here. That contradicts what you just said. If the Wii U can't do it because it's too weak, then putting it on the 360 and the PlayStation 3 is a contradiction. A journalist is supposed to take note of that and say, wait a minute, EA, wait a minute, Ubisoft, wait a minute, any other third-party company that had that as an excuse. Wait a minute, if this game is too powerful for the Wii U, how are you putting it on the 360? How are you getting that to run on the PlayStation 3? How are you getting that to run on mobile devices if the Wii U is not strong enough? We all know that's not the truth. You don't know that's not the truth, HipHopGamer. You don't know. You ain't in the know of that. Yes, you in the know. But see, that ain't what you are concerned about. See, in our back and forth hip hop, you say stuff and I don't think you really check out what you be saying because you type real fast and you really about winning arguments. You love to debate, but you don't check out your own stuff you say. In one back and forth exchange with myself and you said that you only cover what you're interested in as a journalist. If it doesn't interest you, you don't cover it. So that lets me know two things. One, you're not oblivious to the truth. That's one. And two, apparently negative Nintendo news interests you. So you're not oblivious to the truth because you're a journalist. If you're oblivious, but maybe you are. Maybe you are. Maybe you are. And this one thing may be it. Because one time on Warzone with John Shaw and Torrance Davis and others, they got to talking about this game called Project Cars. Yes, the racing game, before it was coming to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, they began to talk about this game. Have you seen this PC and this PC game? But then I think it was John Shaw who said, ain't that the game that's coming to the Wii U? And HipHopGamer said, that ain't coming to the Wii U. And John Shaw, yeah, man, that's coming to the Wii U. And then HipHopGamer said, no, bro, that can't run on the Wii U. The Wii U can't run that game. Wait a minute here. Ain't you the #1 journalist? Ain't you supposed to know these small details? Ain't you supposed to be in the know to what's going on around gaming if you're the #1 journalist? You didn't know Project Cars was coming to the Wii U? Matter of fact, it was the first system, the first console that it was coming to. Matter of fact, they had clips of a car with Nintendo on the bumper. You ain't never seen that? #1 journalist. But anyway, so you say you only cover what you're interested in. So that tells me you must be only interested in, when it comes to Nintendo, negative news. And it must be that in some ways you're only interested in negative Microsoft news, because you never say anything negative about Sony. And anyone that follows HipHopGamer knows HipHopGamer is a Sony fanboy. I'm not saying that to be ugly. I'm saying that because I'm keeping you honest. You a fanboy? Yes, you are. You need to be honest. You wear Sony like you wear your skin. Let's be real here. So, with that being said, how can I, the listener, take anything you say credible when you're like a dirty sponge, pretty much soaked and saturated in Sony water, But yet you try to clean the whole table of gaming and your sponge is saturated with Sony water. How can I take anything you say credible? How? Show me how. So anyway, let's get back to your video. So you start off with how weak and how incapable the Wii U is of realizing the dream or the vision of third-party developers. But the funny thing is the third party is not using that rhetoric anymore. See, they did stay there, but when they put and decided to put these games, every game that has been developed by third party up to this time, in far as the 8th generation, has shown up on the 7th generation consoles, as far as the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Every game that has come to the 8th generation from third party has showed up on the 7th generation console. So they can't continue to use the verbiage that this system is incapable. Why? Because these engines are scalable. That means you can optimize all these games to run on any platform that you choose to optimize the game for. So if they wanted to put the game on the Wii U, they could, if they chose to optimize it for that. So in other words, they don't want to do that. So they had to change the reason. So the next reason was the install base was not big enough. That was the excuse for the Wii U. The install base is not big enough. But then there is an error even in that, because we all know it's facts. You can go look this up. You can go find this anywhere you want to find it at. The Xbox One install base is smaller than the Wii U. So if that's the case, Ubisoft, if that's the case, EA, if that's the case, third party, why are you still supporting the Xbox One? Why are some of you guys still supporting the PlayStation Vita? If that's the case, if this is really why you're not supporting the Wii U, isn't a journalist supposed to keep up with these I's and these T's? Ain't the journalist supposed to take note and see that everything coming out these third parties' mouth don't match their actions? Oh yes, so they had to change the verbiage again. They had to change the excuse again. They had to pivot like a basketball player to another position. Now the whole excuse is, and Ubisoft started it, that Nintendo fans don't support mature games. So we're going to stick with games like Just Dance, because it seems that these are the games that the Wii U fans love to buy. Okay, that's a hard one right there, because you know a lot of casual games sell on the Wii U. But wait a minute, pause again. Because something is wrong when you go look at the facts, when you go look at the sales data. We find something questionable with Ubisoft's equation. Because there's a game called Zombie U. And Zombie U sold 3 times as much as the game they claim we love to buy. So that would contradict your third excuse for why you don't put these games on the Wii U. This is something a #1 journalist would catch. Would they not, people? Am I off? If Levelhead off, please tell me to slap myself, but you can't. So HipHopGamer, please do us all a favor and slap yourself. Yes, I said it. I should put my little echoes and all that. I might put that there just for fun's sake. Yes, you need to slap yourself, bro, because you are a journalist. You are a journalist. You're supposed to know what we don't know. You're supposed to use your platform to gather the information to make sure what you're saying can be backed up with facts, not opinion. You spread a lot of opinion. Your opinion is that the Wii U is weak and cannot accomplish the vision of third party. But the sad thing is, third party does not back up what your reason, what your belief says. So the question turns to, and the question that needs to be asked, and what the thumbnail suggests, are you, HipHopGamer, #1 journalist? Are you just blowing smoke? Are you doing your due diligence? Are you dotting your I's and crossing your T's and finding out the true reason, the true nature behind the situation of third party and Nintendo? Or are you just regurgitating your own opinion and blowing smoke? Because we're not looking for your opinion. We're looking for facts. We're looking for the truth. Now, if the third party are not saying what you're saying, then somewhere you're missing it. If you're still talking about a council being weak and third party's excuse now is we don't buy mature games, then who should I take here? I think I would go with what the third party are saying now and question whether that is authentic, whether that is true, because you said something else before. Don't you see that the reason changes every time that issue or that reason is debunked? It was power, but that got debunked. But yet and still you're on that. Because it's not as powerful as the PlayStation 4. That's not the situation. We're not talking about is it more powerful than the PlayStation 4 or powerful as the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. No, that's not the question. The question is, can the games run on the Wii U? And that question has been proven emphatically, yes, they can run on the Wii U. So you can't continue to pitch your tent there. Then the question became, install base. But then again, that is debunked because the Xbox One doesn't compare to the install base of the Wii U. So you have to debunk that. Now it is we don't buy third-party mature games. But again, even that is debunked. For one, you don't put no mature games on the system to buy. And two, the #1 game from your company that sold on the Wii U is a mature game and it's sold 3-1 to the game that you claim we love to buy. HipHopGamer, are you blowing smoke? Is that #1 gamer tag that you claim, that #1 journalist that you claim, is that legit? Is that still credible? Or should we write that off as more fluff from a guy who gives a lot of fluff? That's the question. That's what I present to you, HipHopGamer, #1 journalist. Now, with that being said, like I said, nothing personal here. Just keeping you honest, just putting your feet to the fire, just seeing if there's something pure there, or is it just fanboyism, fanboy itis? Is this just a lot of dronalist? Are you a dronalist? Yeah, I pinned that, dronalist, not journalist, a drone who happened to be a journalist. Dronalist. Anyway, with that being said, continue to like, subscribe, and follow. Leave your comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And with that being said, this is your boy signing out. Deuce.